Alright friends, I know I was asked to see an updated photo or info about my area that I was trying to clean during the live. And this is what I came up with. So this thing holds all my little lotion bars that I stick in knitting bags. This is all my little measuring tapes that I have that I'll randomly stick in bags. That's full of eyes, safety eyes. This is some stitch markers I'm still working on. I have all my yarn koozies and my VPN holders up there. I keep all my business cards from when I order from people so I can show them when I record. There's my gauges. That's my stitches badge because I try to work loose when I go. I have the wee little leftover yarns as I started over in a new thing. This is every end that I have cut when winding yarn over the past couple of years, and I'll just grab handfuls of those and use them as stuffing when I make ornaments and such. And then I have all my drop spindles. I have quite a few hidden in there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think there's like 10 or 11. Love the Mockingjay. I had that one made. I keep a bowl of laundry pins because when I go outside and take photographs of shawls, I'll take them hanging on the fence line or in trees, and I use those to hold it up. This is my thing of stitch markers. So those are all my clay. Here's some more, and then those are non-clay. And then I have a bunch of sets that I keep in here that I make, or I'll keep them in the project bags that they match. This now has the yarn bowl that I made and some crochet books. And the shelf next to that is my Odyssey hooks and my little board. Then I have all my needles and crochet hooks. Random things drawer. That bottom drawer actually holds all of my palms. This is more of my crochet books and magazines. And I just have my ring case and current extra yarn for my project. The bottom drawers is random bags as far as knitting and crochet project bags that do not have handles. And then that drawer is actually all of those little crochet kits you see, as well as that drawer. And then over here, I was able to put all my pattern books up there as well as my spinning books. This is all my Simply Crochet magazine from the very first issue all the way up to like 119, and that's just when I had to quit being a subscriber because I just didn't get half of my magazines. It was pretty sad. And Simply Crochet, they tried and tried to just keep sending them, and I just never got them, so I just had to cancel. This is other crochet magazines, and then as you go down, it's all my knitting books, more knitting books, more knitting books, and then all my knitting magazines. I also kind of worked on that shelf a little bit more, but I'm much happier with it. It's more functional for me. It's what I need it for. This is what real homeschool looks like. Trying to do 4 loads of laundry while your kiddo's redoing his math and just trying to get 1 or 2 rows done on a shawl. Complete chaos. This is my catch-all basket. I'm pretty sure we all have a catch-all basket, and this is what happens in the catch-all basket. This is not a fun time, friends. This is not a fun time. Cheers to the other crafters who pause the TV to snap a photo of a sweater or color combination. They're like, hey, I need to make that. Hello friends, so guess what? It's Monday and it's cold in Alabama. It is 40 degrees and it's already 10 o'clock in the morning and it's still just 40 degrees. And just like every Monday for the past 7-8 years, I don't even know, I am off to buy groceries and run errands because that is what I do on Mondays, even though I don't want to do that on Mondays. But I thought I would log on, I thought I would record a snippet of today's knits because, hey, that's what this channel is about, the knitting and the crochet. And ironically, I actually have crochet with me. Oh, sorry, there was a bump. So I'm going to show you this. I brought in my little O-Snap bag with my Odyssey Sienna the yarn, and I started this week's tile for the tile of the week Thursday, and I actually just took a photo of the chart on my phone, and that is so when I'm standing in line forever at Walmart to check out, I have something to do so I won't go crazy. But hand knits, this was a test knit and it's a provisional cast on with a doubled brim. And this is some Dawn Roving, the red, I think. The green is, I want to say it's Lorna Laces. I'll have to check my project page and verify. And for the life of me, I cannot remember the hat name. I made it in 2021-ish, I think, or 2020. But I love the pink with the green because I'm a little bit of a tomboy, so it kind of works. And it's like an army green. But it's just that much of a double brim just to give you some peekaboo color. But I love the provisional cast on, so I can do different color brims like this and make it a little bit thicker where it falls on your ears and keeps your ears warm. My shawl is actually a super old knit along from Jimmy Beans, and it was The Walking Dead. And this might have been like season 2 or season 3. I mean, like way back in the day, Walking Dead. And it's using Lorna Laces yarn in, it's like some kind of zombie, it might have been, no, it was just the Walking Dead colorway. That was it. It was a colorway exclusively made for the series in this knit along. And I'm not taking it off right now because it's warm, but you can see it has some really cool holes in it, like shredded meat, I think is what they say, which is kind of weird, but it works. And then it had this bind off that had a lot of, it's like just drop stitches to give it that kind of holy look, but it was a, what's the word I'm looking for? Knitted on bind off. So you actually picked up stitches and you knitted as you bound off, which was very fun, but it goes around the shawl and it takes a long time. It's kind of like an I-cord bind off in the way that, you know, it's just not just binding off. You're having to knit a bunch of stitches. But it was a very long, tedious bind off, but it's amazing and I love it. And it kind of works for the holidays because it's red and green, but also, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a huge Walking Dead fan, and last night was the but the whole series finale for the actual Walking Dead show. 12 years, 11 seasons of my life watching this, and it was heartbreaking. I cried. And I'm actually watching the Talking Dead after show, and I got halfway through it last night. I had to turn off and go to sleep. But I don't know. I'm excited to see what they have coming for 2023 because I know that there are some spin-offs coming. And it's just, it's fun, especially because it's actually, you know, recorded in Georgia, not too far from where I live. And I've always wanted just hopefully when I go to Georgia, run into some of the actors. Because I'm like, that would be cool. So I finished my first 2 tiles for tile of the week Thursday. So this is tile 17 from last week, and I used some leftover yarns. And this is tile 18, and I used some leftover Sweet Georgia yarn. Those are my tiles. Happy Thanksgiving. Look what this is. It's gonna be stuffing. Turkey's in there, but we're making one stuffing in the oven, and the other stuffing we're actually gonna smoke. I had a breakfast bake that's been enjoyed. We'll have some for tomorrow. And we kind of cheated this year and bought Sam's pies. But you know, it is what it is. And Bailey is he's thrilled about Thanksgiving. Aren't you, Bailey? Yeah. The thing about Thanksgiving is dishes, and we've actually stayed on top of the dishes. Only have one knife to clean right now, but we've already emptied this area twice. So I hate dishes. Yeah, loving my new sink for this though, because it's ginormous and glorious. It came from my rosemary plant and actually cut extra because it just smells so good. Some of my cactuses in my window, and there's even a little sheep. Actually, there's 2 sheep because you know I like the yarn. And my little string of pearls. So pretty. And those I'm actually rooting my pothos. I should be able to plant those next week. Here is my string of bananas, and it is gone crazy. So I basically, when I water it, and I just stuff it all back in there because I don't even know what to do with that anymore. This is one of my other oldest cactuses. It's a little skinny cactus. We popped open the lid to check on the turkey, give it a couple of sprays of butter, and to make sure it was doing well, and it's looking pretty good, friends. Our turkey is done, but shocker, it's done early. Like, for some reason, timing this thing has never worked out for us. But this is a 22-pound turkey. So, you know, it is what it is. Beginning to look a lot like Christmas is coming in the house. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. We have those that help put up Christmas, and we have those who cannot be bothered with putting it. Good morning, friends. Today is actually the Saturday after Black Friday, and I have not left my house since Monday, which has been glorious. But as you can see, I'm in the car, but I have to go out in the public where it's all peoply, and I wanted to pop on because I'll be adding this to a video for this week's Thank-ember edition, and I wanted to share my hat, and this is out of Desert Vista Dye Works in the lavender decomp colorway. She has these 2 decomp colorways. She has lavender, and then she has like this green, which actually has a lot of black in it, and it's simply gorgeous. But I love this purple also that has the green. And this is a modified sock head hat, which is a free pattern by Kelly McClure, maybe. And instead of doing a rib brim, I did a garter or reverse. No, did I do garter or reverse stocking? I did a garter brim for about 2 inches, so it's a little extra squishy on my ears. And then I just knit up and then did some basic crown decreases to make a slouchy poopy hat, as my husband calls them. But I love fingering weight hats for my area because today it's like not cold. It's 52 degrees, but it's not warm. So just something light over my ears, especially when you go into stores and they have the heaters blaring. But I about dropped you. Since we are sitting in the car letting it warm, although I have a remote start, I just never remember to crank it before I get out to the car. I thought I would say hello and wish you all a wonderful weekend. I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I hope that the weeks of November, or the days left in November, are just as magical, leading into a wonderful, amazing December for you all. I really appreciate and am extremely thankful for all the support that you've given my channel since I've started this new channel back in May. It really makes me so happy to see your comments on my posts and to share a common love of yarn and crafting with you guys. So thank you so much. And yeah, let's go to Walmart, shall we? And the reason I'm having to go to Walmart is because I'm in this crazy clean out mode. So when I create this video, I'll be adding some photos because I have been recondoing our house. I've kind of started the recondo method maybe the first of the year when I kind of learned about her, but I did one of the hardest things I think I've ever done yesterday. It was so bad. And if it wasn't for Sam and her man, I cannot think of his name right now. I'm so sorry. It's just not coming to me. But listening to their episode that went up yesterday, I think it was, or maybe the day before episode, and the joy that they have when they do their videos, it brought me joy because I had to go through books. I am a book lover. I love books. There's something about the smell of them and the pages and the stories and the ability to transform us and move us to a whole different world is amazing. And we had 2 huge IKEA Billy bookcases full of kids' books. And I had to go through them because I had to condense all of those into the one bookcase that has all my books in it so I can move my curio cabinet out of our living room. And it was hard, y'all. It took me like 3.5 hours to go through books because they all had emotional pull, you know, with moments of my children's life. And I did keep a bunch of them. Well, I kept a good bit, not really a bunch. I kept a good bit to put up to split between my boys as they get older of books that were mine from my childhood and my husband's childhood. Because yes, I kept up with all those throughout the years. Like all of my Beverly Cleary books, I want those to be passed down to their kids. And a couple of dinosaur books too, because who doesn't love dinosaurs? But it was really, really hard. And I'll insert a photo after this slide of the massive pile of books that I'm getting rid of. And my plan is to take them to Sackett and Charles and try to get some kind of credit so my kids can get new books. And then what I can't sell there, I'll just donate to the school if they want them, or little libraries around my area. So I'm very proud of myself. Next big thing is we are rearranging our smallest son's room again today, although I've already repainted it. But I have to go in and touch some stuff up because we're moving his TV into the room and his desk around. And then I have to go through my closet. and that's going to be tough too, because I'm still in this weight loss journey, and I've lost a lot of weight, but there's always that fear that it's going to come back, you know. I don't know why, but yeah, it's a fear. So I have to have some real moments with myself, because I need to let that stuff go and move on to a new future. Okay, so this is all my acrylic yarn. It's a nightmare, I know. And it lives in totes in my closet, which is kind of the reason why I am cleaning out my closet, because the only space is to have these stacked all the way on top of each other, which means there's 8 feet of totes. And I actually had to buy a whole nother tote to hold all the leftover yarns, which is in that gray basket on the bed. And I didn't even get done with this project. It's actually just sitting spilled into my husband's side of the closet right now until I can get done with it. But yeah, this is chaos. If you'd like to watch me unpack these boxes and kind of sort them, maybe on a live, just let me know down in the comments, and maybe we will do that sometime next week. Well, friends, it happened. The Christmas star of several years literally burned up and died. This is why I love small town life. Happy birthday, Jesus.